Hello students, Standard 7. In Maths chapter number 5, we learn about the different angles like adjacent angles, linear pair, vertically opposite angles, complementary, supplementary angles, and we also started exercise number 5.1. Question 1 to 8 we have finished. We came at the question number 9, in which there is a figure and the questions from the figure we have to give the answers. There is the figure. Here is the point of O, angle number 1, angle number 2, angle number 3, angle number 4, and that 5. Here is point A, C, E, B, and D. Now, in the adjoining figure, now we will take one by one questions and write down its answers. First one, is angle 1 adjacent to angle 2? Adjacent to angle 2. So now we know that for being adjacent angles, we should have three conditions. First, common vertex, common arm, second one, and third, non-common arms on the opposite side of the common arm. So let's see here, angle 1 and angle 2. You can see that O is the common vertex, OC is the common arm also, and the non-common arm are on the opposite side. Therefore, we can say that yes, angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2. Second, is angle AOC adjacent to angle AOE? Is angle AOC. AOC means angle 1. And second is angle AOE. AOE means the whole angle. So angle 1 and whole angle. It means that you have to look like that. Only this one and this one. Then they have a common arm also. Common vertex, but the non-common arms are on the same side of the common arm. So we can say that these angles are not adjacent angles. So we can say that no, angle AOC is not adjacent to angle AOE. Third question, do angle COE and EOD, angle COE and angle EOD form a linear pair? Form a linear pair. Now we know that in linear pair, the non-common arms must make a line or opposite rays. Angle COE means this angle number 2, and EOD. So you can just observe those things. Look here, COE and EOD. You can see that the non-common arms are making a line. It means that they form a linear pair. So that is right. So answer, you can say that yes, angle COE and angle EOD form a linear pair. Number 4. Are angle BOD and DOA are angle BOD and angle DOA supplementary? BOD and DOA. BOD and DOA means angle 4 and angle 5. Now we know that they are making linear pair here, and we know that the angles of the linear pair are supplementary. So you can say yes, because they form a linear pair. So here you can see that question number 5. Is angle 1 vertically opposite? Is angle 1 vertically opposite to angle 4? You know that vertically opposite angles means when they crosses each other, then this type of that which are opposite to each other. So let's see angle 1 and angle 4. Here you can see that angle 1 and angle 4. Yes, they make a vertically opposite angles. So you can say that yes, angle 1 is vertically opposite to angle 4. Let's see the 6th one. What is the vertically opposite angle of angle 5? What is the vertically opposite angle to angle 5? Yes, angle of angle 5. Now angle 5 is this one. So now it is the what vertically opposite angles. You can see the whole from here, COB, angle COB, or you can write down angle 2 plus angle 3. So you can write down angle COB, or angle 2 plus angle 3 is the vertically opposite angle of angle 5, because angle 5 is this one whole thing. Then this whole thing means angle COB or 2 plus 3. So angle COB or angle 2 plus angle 3 is the vertically opposite angle of angle 5. Now question number 10. In question number 10 also there is a figure and you have to give two answers. The figure is like that. One line is there. One line like that crossing. And then one is going that way. Here is angle 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we have to write down, indicate the pair of the angles. Indicate which pairs of angles are. Which pairs of angles are. First of all, vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. So we will get two pairs of vertically opposite angles. Here you can see that angle 1 and angle 4. And then angle 5 and sum of those two, because that and that angle line. So angle 5 exactly opposite is angle 2 plus 3. So angle 5 and angle 2 plus angle 3. Second question is a linear pairs. Linear pairs. So let's see. You can see that 5 and 1 are making that line. So first angle 5 and angle 1. Then let's see what else. You can see 5 and 4 also. 5 and 4. Angle 5 and angle 4. Third one also still there. Angle 1 and angle 2 plus 3. Angle 1 and angle 2 plus 3. Angle 1 and angle 2 plus angle 3. Or you can write down it other way also. 1 plus 2 and 3. Angle 1 plus 2 and 3. So these are making the linear pairs. So by this way we can see that here are the vertically opposite angles and in the other there are the linear pairs. Now question number 11. In there also figure. In the following figure, is angle 1 adjacent to angle 2? Give reasons. So here the figure is like this. That is your angle 1 and this is angle 2. Here you can see that there is a common arm, but the vertices are not common. So we can say that here angle 1 and angle 2 are not adjacent because they do not have a common vertex. So first condition is not fulfilled, so exactly we can say that it is not. Question number 12. Find the values of the angles X, Y and Z in each of the following figures. So in the first one, the figure is two lines crossing, that is Y, here is X, that one is 55 degree and that is Z. Now we have to use the mind. We know that X and 55, they are vertical opposite angles, therefore X is equal to 55. So here angle X and 55 are vertically opposite angles. So they are equal. They are equal. Therefore, x is equal to 55. So we get the value of x. Now we can see that x and y make a linear pair. Now x and y forms linear pair. It means that we can do it here now. Therefore, the linear pair are always supplementary, means x plus y is equal to 180. We get the value of x is 55. So 55 plus y is equal to 180. Therefore, y is equal to 180 minus 55. So, what is the value of y? 10 minus 5 is 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. So, value of y is equal to 125. Now you can see that y and z, they are vertically opposite angles. Now, y and z are vertically opposite angles. Therefore, y is equal to z, and therefore z is also 125. So we get all the three values of x as 55, y is 125, and z is also 125. Then the second one I am giving you for homework. In this one, second, you can do for homework. It is also a figure is given, and from the figure you have to find the values of x, y and z, that you can easily do it. And if you can't, then write down in the comment section. This will be followed by the PDF file that you have to write down in the notebook. Thank you very much.